Blessed love, welcome to Murphy's Catering Kitchen, where good food prepare. Wish you were here to have some. First thing first, let's give thanks and praise unto the Most High, because without Him, nothing is possible. So, I have a habit of trying things as a chef. I love to try different things and see what I can come up with. And that's how recipes are created. People just, those chefs just sit down and see what they can do and, wonder if I can put sand and gravel together and see what comes up. So, with that said, I have some plantain in my cupboard and they got really ripe. Very ripe, I should say. I decided not to throw them away. I'm going to try something. Now, we all know about plantain chips and banana chips. I decided to try a plantain bread. No, I guess it would be the same thing like banana bread. But like I said, this is how things come about. Different stuff, people create things and see what happens. So I'm going to try this plantain bread tonight and see how it turned out. So I got my eggs, my vanilla, got my baking soda, and I got my cinnamon. I'm gonna put some nutmeg inside of it also. So inside of this container is my very ripe plantain. So for me to make a banana bread, it's normally, I use 3 bananas to a cup and a half of flour, butter, and so forth. So this is almost, I would say 2 plantain I accumulated to 3. So as you can see, they're very ripe. Just like how the bananas would be ripe when you use it for banana bread. So that's what I'm gonna try tonight. So bear with me and hopefully it turned out good so you can try it one day too. So I will be back in a few seconds and we go get started. Okay, welcome back to Murphy's Catering Kitchen. Good food prepare. Wish you were here. So as I said, we're making plantain bread. I'm so used to banana bread, I'm saying banana. Plantain bread. So we have the plantain here. I already get it all mashed up. That's 2 plantains. All right. I'm gonna add a 1/4 cup. Then I have a 1/4 cup of butter, and I'm gonna put that in the oven so it can melt. So get that into some liquid. So I got the butter in there. Put that over here for now. Next, I'm going to add inside of the banana, the plantain. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna add just a pinch of cinnamon. I don't want to overpower it with cinnamon. Then I'm going to add, before I put that, I'm gonna add 2 eggs. Eggs over there. Mix that up in it. I'm gonna get my sugar. That I have right here. I'm gonna add to my egg and plantain. I'm gonna add 1 cup. One cup of white sugar. 1 cup of sugar. Just pour it in one time. So I got 2 eggs, 2 plantain, and 1 cup of sugar so far, and 1 pinch of cinnamon. So the next thing I'm gonna add is baking soda. As you can see, it's not the regular teaspoon. I'm using one of the little baby feeding teaspoons, so that's what I'm using. So I'm gonna put 1 teaspoon baking soda. I'm gonna get that all mixed in. So notice every time I put something in, I mix it in. Check on the butter in the meantime. Okay, that's good. So I don't have to use the fork no more. I'm gonna add 1 cup full of vanilla. I'm gonna use my wooden spoon now. Okay. Next I'm gonna add 1.5 cups of flour. So I'm gonna mix the flour. I'm gonna use white flour and whole wheat flour. So here I have a 1/2 cup whole wheat flour. And 1 cup of white flour. Make sure I have the exact amount that I need. Okay, yep, there we go. 2 cups, 1.5 cups. Yeah. So I'm gonna slowly add this in, the dry mix into the wet mix. Just a little at a time, and just slowly mix it around. I think I can take out the butter now. Yeah. Okay, the butter is there. You don't want to put too much flour in at one time, because then it will all get clumped up. It won't mix proper, and then it will bake, and when you cut it, you will see flour, raw flour, and it won't be properly done. So you just put a little at a time, and as we call it, you fold it in. You don't mix it in, you just fold it in. Bring it around just like that, and just keep folding it in there. See? And you add some more. Slowly fold it in again. Just like that. So I'm gonna put the rest of the flour in, and before I put the butter in, I'll be back. All right, so give me a few minutes, a few seconds, I'll be back with you.
No.
Okay, welcome back. So, like I said, got the flour in, all the flour. So the batter, as they call it, is all ready. So now I'm gonna add quarter cup of butter. I'm gonna slowly mix that in, stir that in there, fold that in there, whatever you want to call it. But don't mix it, because then you're gonna have it all over the place. So just slowly, slowly, slowly. See? It's all in there now. See? Everything nice, just as how I want it to look. Alright. So, we had cinnamon, baking soda, vanilla, butter, eggs, plantain. Now we're going to add, as my grandmother would call it, just a pinch of salt. So we're just going to put a pinch. That's all. Yeah, I'd say that's a pinch. That's it. Get that in there. I'm not going to bother putting the nutmeg. I don't have to put it in there. So what I'm going to do now, since I got my batter all mixed up and everything is all together, what I'm going to do is just going to grease my pan. Grease my pan for the plantain bread. A little butter, a little flour, just so it doesn't stick. And then before I put it in, I'll be back and show it to you. Back in a bit. Okay, welcome back. So now I already put the butter in the pan, the baking pan. So now I'm just putting some flour in it. Make sure the flour goes all the way around, just like that. Just tap it with your hand and just let it run down there. Everywhere where you butter, you want the flour to go there. You don't have to use butter and flour. There's a thing called parchment paper, which you can put inside of a pan, a baking pan, and it won't stick. There's also special kind of oven pan that doesn't stick, that you don't have to do all of this. But mine, being that I have them so long and it's done so much work inside of it, yeah. So them say new broom sweep clean, but old broom know the corner. So you get some good food out of when your pan's like this, you know, so show that it did some good work over the years. So I'm just gonna do this like this. Get my flour all over. See? Just like that. Okay. Let's knock the rest out here. Okay. So now, here we go. I'm gonna ask my camera lady to zoom in a little more so I can show you it inside there. So I don't want to put too much in there. Okay, so I just put about half the pan because it's gonna rise up. So that's the plantain bread. Let's hope it turned out exactly Well, not exactly, because we can't expect nothing exact right now, but it turned out real nice. All right, so keep your fingers crossed for me. All right, okay, so that's one. Let's pour this out in this other one. And before I fill all that, show you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna try something. Remember, this is the trial thing going on today, all right? We're trying the plantain bread and see if it will turn out just the same like a banana bread. So what I'm gonna try is I have some chocolate powder with chocolate chunks inside of it. So I'm gonna, for this one, I'm gonna add some inside here. Okay. Didn't add much. I just add a bit. I want you to see. All right. So now I'm gonna add the rest. I'm gonna finish this up, and the next time we talk is when I put it in the oven. So I'll be back with you in a few seconds. Okay, welcome back. So, got my plantain mixture all ready. This is the one where I add the chocolate in the middle and put the rest of the banana, the plantain mix on top. I keep saying banana. And here's the one that's going to be the plain plantain bread. All right. So I have the oven already set on 325 degrees. So I'm gonna put them in there for the same time as I would for a banana bread, which would be a half an hour to say 40 minutes. All right. So let me put them in. Alright, and I'm gonna clean up my counter, and the next time we talk is when I take them out, show you what it looks like. Keep your fingers crossed. Hopefully turn out the way that we planned. Alright, remember, we are doing this, it's not me alone, so don't laugh at me if it don't turn out good. Alright? I'm gonna laugh at you too. Peace. See you in a bit. Okay, welcome back. So we got the plantain bread inside of the oven. We put it in at 8:30. Like I said, between 30 minutes to 40 minutes. So right now it's been in there for 20 minutes already, so I want to check it and see what it's like. We're not supposed to really open the oven because you don't want the cake fall, as that's what we call it, because since it already has the rice going, I'm just going to take a quick peek at it. Okay, so that looks good. All right, look good. You close it back real fast. So that looks good. So it seems like my trial run, trying to create another recipe, another thing that Murphy do, you know. So basically that's how things go. You know, you just take your time, you know, you open your fridge and you see what you got, and we have to try to save money as much as possible, because as the time is right now, everything is going up, everything is expensive. So all these things that we normally buy at the store, you can try to make it at home. You know, there's recipes out there for everybody. You know, people go on Google, on YouTube, there's always somebody doing something. So even if a person don't know how to cook, here's a cooking channel that can show you, you can try, and basically in the end you will work out to do something that you never thought you would have done. It happened to me, and that's why I love cooking so much. How I get started in cooking, I think I was about 12, 13 years old back home. And back home they had this thing called crash program, where it's people who sweep the streets and stuff like that. And you know, these people used to work right in front of where I live, and I live in the city on the main. So there was a man who very known to the neighborhood and to my parents. We used to call him Aki. Yeah, Aki, like where we eat. So he's the one who kind of helped me out, show me how to even knead dumpling, how to pick ackee, how to cook chicken, and I used to cook the food as a little boy and sell it to the people that were up on the street in front of me yard. So, you know, you grow up to either love it or you like it or you just don't like it. Some people just like to be served, some people don't like to serve others. No, I don't mind doing it. It's my hobby. It's something that I love and I will do it, and from now until next never. So with that said, I ain't gonna take up too much time. All right, we have say 10 minutes to see how it is, and if it's not proper, like I said, it's 30 to 40 minutes. So back in a bit. Peace. Okay, blessed love, welcome back to the kitchen. So our plantain bread has been in the oven for at least 35 minutes. We started it out with the temperature at 350. After it reached 20 minutes in the oven, I turned it down to 250. Now it just reached another 10 minutes. I put it down to 200 because it's almost ready. So I'm going to open the oven, check it. You see, because it's a trial thing, I don't want to burn it, so I'm trying something. So let's check out number one. Okay, nothing on there. Nothing on there. Nothing on there. Okay. So number one, it's all done. See that? So we won't pray that it tastes good. Alright. So let's try number two. That's good. That's good. Okay, so we're a little bit soft in the middle. This one. So this is the bigger one with the chocolate. So we're gonna put this back in. Like I said, 30 to 40 minutes. So right now we're on 35 minutes. So we got 5 more minutes and should be okay. All right, so back with you in a bit and then we'll check out everything. All right. Pardon me about that. Okay, so let's get back to our newly creation plantain bread. Now if this haven't hit the market yet, or if you haven't heard about it yet, you could say to yourself, say, you know something, for the first time I hear about this plantain bread, and I'm about to see what it looks like. Okay. There we go. Now both, see, just like a banana bread. Both of them are ready. Here's the other one. Nice. Now my guess is gonna taste the same way as a banana bread, but only thing it's plantain, so we're gonna have that plantain flavor. That plantain, that's what I'm talking about. So we're gonna let it cool because we can't do nothing to it right now. Oven is off. We're gonna let it cool down. Then we're gonna take it out of the pan and put it on a plate. Which one would you want to see me cut first? Remember, we make one with chocolate in the middle and we make one plain. So I think the kids would want me to cut the one with the chocolate. So when we come back, take it out of the baking pan, put it on a plate, cut it, see what it looks like, and I'm gonna try it. So see you in a bit, all right?
3-0.
Okay, blessed love. So here we have our plantain bread. So now what we're gonna do is take it out of the pan. So let's get a little plastic knife. Just chop the edge. one. So over here. Here we have that other one. Here we have that other one. So here we have it. Our plantain. Same look like banana bread. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna check it. See what it's like on the inside. Alright, so we had one with chocolate and we had one without chocolate. So let me check it again and see if I can figure out which one is with the chocolate. Okay, I think the chocolate is this one. So let's cut it. 1 second. So if I cut the right one. Yep, I did. So there it is. That's the plantain bread. This is the one that we made with the chocolate in the middle. As you could see, the chocolate is in there. We could just touch it. See? That's exactly how it's supposed to be. Just put it back in the plate right here. Cut a slice. This is good. My grandson liked banana bread with cream cheese. But I don't have any cream cheese. All I have is cheddar. So I'm just gonna put that there. I'll be back in a bit. I'm gonna put piece on a plate and let you see it a little bit better, okay? Give me a few seconds. Okay, welcome back to Murphy's Catering Kitchen, where good food prepare and wish you were here to have some. So, we made our banana bread, or plantain bread. I keep saying banana bread, forgive me, it's because I love banana bread so much. But it's a plantain bread we made tonight for the very first time. I have never made a plantain bread before. I have always had my plantain and they're overripe and I throw them away, but I just decided since I have a channel, a food channel, I can do stuff like this, put it out there so others can learn something or add it to their repertoire. Okay, so I'm going to show you what the banana bread looks, the plantain bread looks like. Oh my goodness. So here we go. Here is the plantain bread. This is the one that we made with the chocolate in the middle. And this is the plain one. And here I have it with a piece of cheddar cheese. My grandson loved banana bread with cream cheese. But this is plantain bread. I didn't have no cream cheese. So I decided to put a piece of cheddar cheese there. Now look at that. You can have that with a cup of tea, a glass of juice. You can have it however you want to have it. It is just good, trust me. And you can just imagine how that is going to taste. So until next time, this is Murphy's Catering Kitchen, signing off. I'm gonna work on that. And I hope when you try that recipe, it turns out just the same. And let me know how it turned out. Again, subscribe to the channel, like, share, and like I said, you will get the email address for this channel very soon. Alright, see you then. Peace out.